Hi everyone, it's Sonny McDonald here, and I'm the CEO and founder of Leadership HQ and McDonald Inc. And I know a lot of us are still working from home or self-isolating. I've started going back into the office a couple of days a week, which has been great, but my team have been at me to do some more videos and live streams around leadership and leadership development. Because one of the things that we get asked often is, where do I start? Like, where do I start learning about leadership? And you know what? There are so many cost-effective ways that you can start learning today about leadership, because if there's one thing I would absolutely say to my younger self, start learning leadership now. And it's something they don't tend to teach you at school or teach you at university or TAFE, or you tend to learn a lot about leadership through experience or people that you've worked with. It could be managers or leaders, and sometimes we can pick up some great behaviors and great examples of leadership, and sometimes we can pick up pretty poor examples of leadership. And I know we've all worked with bad managers, and it makes a big difference when you work with great leaders and great managers. So I'm a great believer that learning leadership is so fundamental for life, like not just for your career and work, but for every aspect of your life. And I wanted to share with you some really great ways to learn leadership. Now, first of all, and this is all about self-leadership, because I always say the more seriously you take your self-development, the more seriously others take you. So it's around owning your own self-development. Now, there's books, so many great books that you can read around leadership. I've definitely got one in one of my blogs around 15 leadership books that you should read. I only just posted one this week around 20 books that you should read around leadership. I'm constantly learning and reading about leadership, so books are a great way to learn. There's many that I can absolutely recommend to you. Anyone love the work from John C. Maxwell. He writes some really great books. Who else writes some really awesome books? Jim Collins writes some great books. Simon Sinek, Stephen Covey, Brené Brown. I've got a book. Sorry, I had to plug it. So I've got a book called Leadership Attitude, which is a great book as well. It's a really practical, easy read. So books. The other thing you can do is obviously research leadership. You can Google it. Harvard Business Review has some really great articles and things that you can read. TED Talk is fantastic, some TED Talks as well. So many great TED Talks around leadership to watch. Get a coach. Absolutely. I've got a coach and I've got a mentor. Best investment of my time, and amazing to have a coach and a mentor. I mentor people, and it's just I give my time. So go to any sort of industry associations, even if you're on LinkedIn, if there's anyone that you follow, ask them to be your mentor. Lots of people love to be mentors. I do individually coaching, but I also have a group coaching program happening in a few months. So check on the link in this live stream to join our group coaching program, which has been really transformational. But there's lots of different coaches out there. Sometimes they can be a little bit expensive, but look, and make sure you're really, really careful around who you choose to coach or mentor as well. Also, there's online programs. There's plenty of online programs. We've got a self-paced one at the moment, and it covers this amazing toolkit. Love this program. It's quite comprehensive. It's self-paced. But there's other ones that you can try as well. Where else? And I'm just trying to think what else. Podcasts. I mean, we've got a podcast. There's lots of great leadership podcasts out there to listen to. We've got one on iTunes and Spotify. It's called Just Lead. Gosh, what else? In terms of learning leadership, I think the other thing that's really important when it comes to learning leadership is self-awareness. So any sort of tools that you can find to gain that self-awareness. There's some stuff that you can find online, but also I think the key to leadership is first and foremost self-awareness, getting to understand who you are as a leader, understanding your values as a leader. Again, Google, there's free assessments or tools online to find out what your top 5 values are, which I've done as a leader and also we've done as a company, and we really stay aligned to those values. Any kind of 360 tools as well. We have some, but you can again, do 360s, get feedback from people, and I'm a big one for feedback. I think it's important because I think feedback's a gift. So any sort of diagnostics, look, there's free ones that you can get online around Myers-Briggs and things like that, but those sort of tools can be really powerful. I'm a huge fan of the Gallup work or the Strengths Finder. I'm very much around strengths-based leadership, so understanding what your strengths are and focusing on what your strengths are. Look, there's plenty of places where you can start. I think the key to it is just starting. I think the other great thing about starting out when you're actually learning leadership is reflection. Self-reflection is really fundamental. Just thinking about like what you're learning and how, like for instance, like end of each day I reflect on my day and was I aligned to my values and what would I do differently or better. I think that self-awareness and self-reflection is a great way to start when it comes to getting into leadership. Look, I think that like there's so like we don't think leadership's a role or title. We see leadership as a mindset. It's an attitude. It's a choice. So anything that you can do to start learning leadership, it's just going to help you in all aspects of your life. It's made me so much more effective and better as a mother. Also, when it comes to like my business and my work and how I deal with clients and my team and things, I'm really passionate about being the best version of myself and being a great leader. Look at like with my family, with my friends, I'm really focused around how I can make a difference and an impact to others as well. Start learning, pick up a book, just start anywhere, regardless of where you are in your life. Learning leadership, like one of my favorite quotes was from JFK. He said, leadership and learning are indispensable of each other, and they are. But don't think that you have to have a role or a title of a leader to start learning leadership. If you start even learning leadership now and you're looking at climbing the career ladder, I'm telling you, you'll be way ahead of everyone else if you start now, regardless of what age you are. And there's so many free things, so many free resources that you can actually find online. We've got some free ones on my website if you go to soniamcdonald.com.au. And we're just building a new site for Leadership HQ, and we're going to have some great new courses and resources on there that you can start getting involved in. And I mean, as I said, we've got a membership. It's only $5 a month. We've got our self-paced program, which is $295, and it's amazing with that toolkit I showed you. We've got a group coaching program where you're working with me and getting lots of resources and tools as well. But also just start asking people and reaching out to people around how they see leadership and what leadership means to them. And it's absolutely an attitude. So I hope that helped. If you've got any other tips that you would like to share, in this like in terms of the comments or the feed, that where you would start when it comes to this space, we'd love to hear what you say as well. Because I mean, gosh, everyone that's watching this, you're all leaders, so it's about how we can help each other. So make sure you make a comment, or what are your insights, or where you've learnt leadership and what's made a difference to you as well. Anyway, I hope this video really helped you understand the power of leadership, how it's made a massive difference to my life. And even, gosh, I teach my daughter, she's now 18, can you believe it? My daughter this space, and, gosh, she just loves it as well. And it honestly has been just so life-changing for me when I accidentally fell into this leadership space, and now I'm so passionate about it, because leadership is really about helping others learn more, be more, and lifting them and inspiring to help them see that inner greatness. That's leadership, and it starts with us. So wherever you're going to be or wherever you want to start, just start. And thank you, and always stay kind and courageous. Thank you.